You want to see the water boiling test, man? Let's do a water boiling test.
What's the water boiling test?
When I boil Guelph City water, white stuff floats to the surface. I'm going to go grab the water. I'll be right back.
Is that your lawnmower?
No.
Stay inside with the water.
What's that?
Stay inside with the water. It's okay. I get the water. You don't.
No,
need,
you should be concerned that there's water.
They're doing their thing down there. They're doing thing. Let me go talk to you down there.
Let's talk right here.
It's not your car. Off the car.
Okay, let's talk right here, man. What do you want?
I think people have told you already what they want.
Well, I'd like you to be concerned. See that?
Yeah.
That's what happens when I boil multiple.
City?
I did.
What'd they say?
They haven't really responded.
Okay. That's
because part of the what?
That's the city's issue. Okay.
Well, you should be concerned, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that, like, look at all those deposits.
Yeah.
That's insane. I boil the water that I drink, and then I filter it 2 times after it cools down, right? And then when I boil it again, like this is my coffee pot, there's no deposits, right? So what is my Brita filter filtering out after I boil this?
Philip, do you mind taking off the locks? You don't want to have to damage your locks.
Well, I'd like the Guelph police to take some concern about the water that's flowing into this apartment.
We already told you that's not what we're here for.
But you would be a better intermediary to work with the city of Guelph to make sure that people in this neighborhood and myself have a clean water supply that doesn't have this shit in it. So what is this? Do you know?
I don't know.
Calcium deposit? I don't know. It looks like an old pot.
So that's first things first.
Well, that deposit wasn't there a few months ago.
I know you don't want us to be here. We don't want to be here.
Let me just boil the water so you can see.
Tight. My colleague asked you to take off the locks on the garage thing. You take them off, we're going to have to cut them off. That's all.
It would be simpler to take the locks.
Okay, so you are S.
Right there.
Bizer?
Yep,
Bizer?
that works.
What's your badge number?
166.
166.
Can you take the locks off? The garage that you don't have access to?
Why do you need a personal recording of this as well as a body cam recording?
Personal recording.
Well, you got your camera sticking out there.
Not on.
Okay.
Trust me. I don't do this. I got extra stuff on my phone. Can you take the locks off the
We don't want them
garage?
We want you to keep your locks in holes.
Yeah, I can take them off.
Thank you.
Take them off.
Okay. Okay, can you give me some space? I don't like approaching on police when they stand because I'm afraid you're gonna say, oh, he's got a weapon. We're gonna pull our gun out and shoot him in the face.
Is there anything else of yours, Philip? Before they close it up?
Those boxes on top there.
So we could step by ourselves?
Yeah, I'll grab those boxes. Sure, why not? I need that chair to stand on. Thank you. Do you want to stick around for a water boiling test? Because you should be concerned about what's coming out of the tap. This is an empty box. And that's it. Okay, thank you, Guelph Police, for making me homeless.
You're going to take the locks off, please.
Anything else? That's
You
yours?
have your basement unit.
I tell you, that's yours.
Where did my... What's that?
Is that yours?
No, that... Well, I'll keep it, yeah.
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever you want.
This belonged to the previous tenants. Most of the stuff that I've thrown out of this garage belonged to previous tenants. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it.
So that's a lot. That's a lot to cut.
I've always wondered about this big bag of fertilizer shit. Why, like, I don't understand why this is in my garage.
It's not your garage.
Well, it pretty much is, yeah. It's
No,
my
it's not.
garage.
Okay, we're gonna
That's-
focus. Hey, we're not gonna touch that.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I mean,
yours. We're gonna
I
focus
think
on the
this
logs.
might be part of the shit that they've been
We're
like
gonna focus on the
poisoning
logs.
me with, you know?
Philip, can you just unlock those locks so we can leave and leave you alone? The garage is not yours. You do not have access to this.
Well, you're wrong about that, and
Okay.
you're violating my rights. Thanks for doing that.
All right.
Can I get some space here, man? See, the reason I have so many keys is because when you have landlords that break and enter your apartment illegally, you got to buy a lot of locks to try and keep them out. And then they steal all the keys because they got locksmiths working for them too. It really sucks having communist terrorist landlords.
When you lock things that don't belong to you, becomes an issue, right?
Well, you've decided to make yourself the judge and jury on this issue, so you're completely wrong, and the Guelph Police Force will be sued if you guys don't keep hacking my accounts and prevent me from contacting a good lawyer.
I believe that's his internet.
Yeah, which will probably be hacked now. Fucking.
You got everything?
Looks like it, yeah. Well, you know what? I got my own fertilizer that just happens to be mixed in here. This was from when I was growing weed in my.
Your phone's on the ground.
Yeah, we'll get that. It's another one of the rights they took away from me. I used this to grow 4 weed plants in the backyard, but the landlord didn't think that was appropriate, so they just make up their own rules, what you can and can't do on your own property.
Well, we told you about the agreement. The agreement is that you're not involved with the garage. That's why we're.
But they're not maintaining a safe living environment. That's all I'm concerned about.
Okay, and that will be taken up with the board. We're
Well,
just-
why isn't this issue taken up with the board? Because it's on the same piece of paper.
It's because it's according to your legal agreement.
And so is there,
Here's your helmet.
no. So is there a responsibility to maintain a safe living environment? So how is that? I don't understand the separation between those since they are both on the exact same piece of paper that
We
you
have
say,
control over this. We don't have control over Guelph City water.
no, you can call them and get some sort of investigation started.
I think you just want people to do stuff for you.
No, I think I'd like safe drinking water.
Okay.
Do you think that's, do you think this is fucking disgusting? Look at that.
Okay, do you
My pots
understand?
don't look like that.
Do you understand?
Well, then there's a problem with this house.
Okay.
Do you understand that you can't go back in the garage?
No, that's a good thought of logic. You don't have the problem. I do, so it must
The
be.
whole neighborhood has that problem. How come you're the only one complaining about it?
Well,
It looks like an old pot. It's rusting.
no, it has shit all over the. It has.
There's also rust in it.
So who gives a fuck?
What do you mean? It's an old pot. It looks like average wear and tear.
Is this the kind of police work that police do these days?
What?
Ignoring every bit of evidence and every bit of information that I tell you. I said this
Philip?
pot was clean 4 months ago, and when I started boiling water in it, I got this.
You said a lot of things today, though.
Yeah, Philip.
Oh, good defense.
We're not talking about water anymore.
Okay, well, you just said you don't have the problem,
Here,
and no one else has complained, so it must be a
Philip, can you
problem
just
with this
listen for a sec?
situation. Let me boil the water.
Corbin's
What?
talking
I'm
to
going to boil this water. I'm going to boil this water,
Philip,
and you should be concerned that there's shit floating to the surface.
Water, okay?
No,
You're no longer allowed in the garage. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is from your landlords. They would like me to give it to you.
Okay.
Okay? It's just another part of the process of the Landlord-Tenant Act, okay? We are telling you, you do not have access to this, okay? Do you get that? Do you get that? You can't go in here anymore. It's not a part of your agreement. Okay?
Well, there's obviously no point in talking to you because you just deny everything that I say.
So if you try to break into the garage, that is break and enter. That is a criminal offense. We are telling you you're not allowed to go in the garage. They are telling you that you're not allowed in the garage. Your landlord.
And you're completely wrong about that.
Okay, then tell the board that. We are going by.
Okay, well, tell the city that this water is shit. Watch me boil the water. No, be concerned. Do your job to protect and serve. Protecting me would be making sure I have clean water. You're not even interested in sticking around for 5 minutes and seeing if the water boils shit to the surface like I'm telling you.
So when you just walk me through what you did with the city. You called the city, emailed the city?
I called the city 3 times.
Okay. Who did you speak to?
I don't know. Someone I called twice after 4 p.m. and they said the water department's closed.
Okay.
We'll make a note of it. And then I called them while it was open, and they said we'll call you back. We'll contact the right person, but they'll call you back. They never did.
Okay. And then you give them your phone number?
Yeah, but the problem is I pretty much never receive phone calls on my phone because this whole neighborhood has hacked cell phone signals.
Okay. So I can't call you right now?
You probably could, but I mean,
We'll see if your phone works.
my phone.
Does it work? What's your phone number? I'll call you right now.
It is 519. Okay, listen, man. My phone, the way that it works is the calls are filtered, right?
Okay.
So you could call me,
Right.
but maybe
We don't
my
have no
my
caller
niece
ID.
or my parents could not.
Okay. So we're going to give you a quick call here.
Well, my phone's got to turn on, and
519?
it's up. It is not on yet. It'll take a few minutes.
820-4812?
Yeah,
Okay, why won't it work?
because my phone's not on yet.
Well, your other phone.
Is that just recording?
That's just recording.
It doesn't have.
It doesn't have a SIM card.
Gotcha.
So do you want to see me boil this water? Like, I think you should be concerned that the water in this house is shit, right?
Okay. I'll watch it. These guys can
Well,
do some reports.
I got to get in there to.
Sure. Light it up. You got extension cord?
Well, I'd have to get into the garage again, and I'd probably get charged with breaking her.
Well,
You're
Maybe
not
they
allowed in there.
Let's see if the outlet on the front porch works. Probably not, because nothing actually works. Did they turn on all the circuits?
Is your phone on? Can I try calling you? Please.
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, I'm just gonna call you. Make sure your phone's working, okay?
Okay.
It's ringing.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
working. The sound is off, but it's working. But like I said, my calls are filtered, right?
Yeah.
So you could call me, but other people can't.
Okay. We're just seeing
That's
if
how
we can
hackers
ensure the
do
city can
their
call you back.
crimes.
so who's hacked who? Dave hacked you?
Probably, yeah.
Absolutely.
Stealing all my online accounts, stealing cell phone signals. They're probably stealing the identities of the people that they moved in next door, since they say that they're providing them with Wi-Fi. You should contact the people next door, see if they have problems. No, they really should.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Who's listening? Okay. All right. Well, look, we're gonna go. Okay. We obviously don't want to be here as much as you don't want us to be here, but just want to make sure. Come soon. Winter time when it gets cold. I'm understanding that the power's off in the entire house. Is the furnace on in this house?
The power's off in this whole house? Are you joking? Did they not turn it back on?
They
Just
did-
now, yeah.
Yeah, they did turn it
It
back
turned
on.
on just now, right?
Okay, so it's not off.
It's not off right now. Just a second.
It's only been off for a few days, and they showed up an hour after I shut it off, which is how I know they're illegally surveilling me, right? They respond immediately. Anytime I leave the house, they show up and they do fucking illegal renovations. They cover up the evidence of their crimes, right?
In your unit or the upstairs unit?
Both.
In your unit.
They've broken under. I uploaded evidence to the police database of them breaking and entering to my apartment.
Did police show up for that?
They showed up 2 days later, beat the shit out of me and gave me a mental health form L2, dragged me to the hospital.
Evidence that you uploaded. That's my.
Well, that's how they responded to my evidence that I uploaded.
Do you remember the incident number for that, or is it under your? I'd like to look at that evidence.
No, it was a long time ago. It was likely probably June 10th, around then, that I uploaded. I really don't know.
Okay. You had evidence of them walking into your unit.
Yeah, I uploaded an audio recording of them opening the interior door between the apartments, walking down the stairs, and then saying, "He's coming," and then going back up the stairs, relocking it, and leaving, right?
So they're allowed down the interior of the stairs because there's probably a block between that door and the basement, the one upstairs.
What's that, sorry?
So the basement stairs,
Yeah, that's where they break and entered.
right? They don't go into your unit.
Well, they did. They have many times.
Oh.
I uploaded photos. I uploaded a video. Or you know what? I uploaded the audio recording, and then I was going to upload the video, but I couldn't do it the second time for some reason. But anyway, I have it uploaded to the LTB, which is a video of me sticking my camera up against that front window on the door there,
Yep.
and showing the interior door between the two apartments. It shows that they installed a hinge right above the doorknob, right? So what they do is they pop out the hinges on the other side,
Yep.
where they're supposed to be, and then this third hinge that they've installed allows them to open the door backwards. And I uploaded a video of me showing that they installed a hinge above the doorknob on there, right? And I also uploaded evidence of the audio recording of them popping out the pins, opening that door, and walking into my apartment. And that was when I left the house for 6 minutes, right? And then they said, "He's coming," and then left, right? So that they're monitoring what I do. They knew I was coming back to the house, right? There's evidence that they installed a hinge in the weirdest place to break and enter on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of evidence in my apartment that they've break and entered.
Yep.
So, you know what? I'm not the criminal here, right? I'm not the criminal.
Yeah, I would like you guys to the house to check find any micro weapon to see. Because I got a lot of microwave weapons inside upstairs.
We're not
Tuck it in.
going outside the microwave weapons up there. I'm quite satisfied that I don't even know what that is. So.
Well, I explained it to them, you can go to Canadian Tire, buy a microwave oven, rewire that switch that prevents it from running with the door open. And so that that new microwave will run with the door open. Then you just take that microwave, put it above one of the vents.
If I go inside and look for that?
Well, like I said, they've had many months to destroy all the evidence of their crimes. But I guarantee that if you had a city building inspector here who did his job, they would find plenty of evidence of their crimes, because what city building inspectors do is they would actually have to cut the drywall to make sure that all the wiring is legitimate, right? And all the shit that they've done is behind the walls, right? It's all illegal, crazy bullshit, right? I guarantee you, there is a second electrical panel upstairs. They are stealing electricity in this panel. No, from the city, from the government.
The only way you can steal electricity is cutting a hole through cement to the main line that's underground. You can't steal from anywhere else.
No, that's not true at all. Because you can,
steal electricity from the city then.
well, because these digital watt meters are digital now. Anything digital can be hacked, right?
When you bypass it, yes.
No. Just by hacking the meter itself, right? No, listen, man. I have a video on this phone. Actually, no, I don't, because I just changed the SD card. But I have a video that shows me in the apartment with my washing machine on, with my computer, my Wi-Fi, right? I videoed all that stuff on. I walk up, video the watt meter. It says I'm using 50 watts. So that means the watt meter is hacked and not giving the right information to the electrical company, because I'm using like 600, 700 watts, and the electrical company thinks I'm using 50 watts.
Okay.
So
Do you pay the electrical bill?
I pay her for part of the utilities,
Yeah, that's normal with rental agreements.
but stealing electricity isn't. She thinks that's one of her bonuses for renting out this house. You know?
Well, they're having trouble renting out the house anyway,
Yeah,
because what you've done to the house.
not my fault, man. I'm standing up for my rights. I need a safe living environment. I can't have an HVAC system that gives me cancer. You know, that's you don't think that's a problem?
If it were true, I think it'd be a problem.
Well, why don't you investigate, huh? Why don't you look at the landlord-tenant board file number that I'm willing to give you, and you can look at all the evidence, you know? What's the problem? You're picking and choosing which laws to enforce, and you're ignoring my rights to police protection. You're basically just saying you have no rights for police protection because you've decided you've put me on some list, the list of people you don't like in this town because I speak out and expose the bullshit that you guys do, trying to bring in some authoritarian regime and make us all homeless crackheads. You did a really good start here.
Me nor my partner have any resentment towards you. There's no dislike.
Well, you just did a really good first step in making me homeless, moving my shit out onto the street. Good job.
It was pretty dusty. It doesn't seem like you use it very often.
So that's your reason? Because it was dusty?
Reason for what?
That's, you know what? Why don't you go into my apartment and, you know, charge me with dusty furniture? Is that what you want?
Is your furniture dusty?
Yeah, it's dusty, man. It's like illegally dusty. Like criminally, you should charge me with having dusty furniture.
You should clean it then.
Oh, okay, I'll do that now.
You should.
Thanks.
If you're that worried about your health. I clean my unit.
Dude, this conversation,
You don't
this
have to talk to
conversation,
us anymore.
what? What?
You don't have to talk to us anymore.
I don't have to, but I find it quite entertaining that my conversation with the police officer is akin to a high school bully and a geek getting fucking at each other's faces in the hallway, you know? That's what it feels like to me.
I'm sorry it feels that way.
No, it is that way, because anybody who views this video is going to say, wow, these police do not give a fuck about Canadian citizens and only care about immigrants with millions of dollars to bring into the
I don't
country.
think that's what the video would say.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's what it would say.
I haven't said it.
And you see this dickhead in the background. He's just here to get into the video and, you know, trying to like get into the legal issue and say, oh, you can't upload me.
I don't know why you need to be disrespectful towards people.
He's literally just working on his car. That is a normal activity.
Yeah, well,
Respect will get you a long way, man.
yeah, well, so will looking at the evidence that I have and, you know, trying to make this a peaceful country with laws that are reasonable and enforced by the taxpayers' dollars. Fuck, man. This isn't communist China, no matter how much you guys would like it to be, right? Well, it certainly seems that way. Why don't you look at the evidence, you know? Why don't we hang out for a whole day and I can just show you video after video of all the shit that happens in this neighborhood and all the shit that these crazy fucking landlords do to violate my rights and try and murder me in my own home by giving me cancer. You know, That's the new thing. You know, you give someone a long-term disease, and then you don't have to deal with the legal battle because they'll die before the verdict gets rolled out. You know, it's the perfect crime. Just like how there was a wave of cigarette thefts over the last 6 months in Guelph, right? Do you think criminals really want cigarettes? No, they're just trying to destroy the evidence that people were selling crack-laced cigarettes through the fucking grocery store or the convenience stores, right? There's 6 months nonstop convenience store thefts for cigarettes. And you think it's just someone who wants cigarettes, right? No, they're covering up something much bigger, right?
Yeah, it seems like everything is just a conspiracy, though.
No, I'm telling you a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You are perpetuating an actual conspiracy. That's how these people work.
No, everything you've said has just been, it seems like a lot of conspiracy theories as opposed to...
No, it's actual witness testimony of what I've seen going on around here.
Okay.
One of my previous police visits, I called 911 during the visit, and it said my location is 61 Moss Place, right?
Okay.
But I'm at 59 Moss Place.
Okay.
So what that likely means is that they are using a cell phone interceptor at 61. So when I called 911, it went over to that house and then over to the cell phone tower. And that's why 911 thought I was one house over. Because that cell phone tower is only 600 meters away, so it should be pinpoint accurate.
Going down, though, right?
No, it should be, it's a actual conspiracy that you should be investigating.
We should be investigating that when you called 911, it showed up at 61 and not 59.
Yep.
Okay. Weather's not looking great. They want to try to get this stuff undercover.
Dude, did you time it that way? Did you look up the weather and be like, let's move this shit out right before it rains?
Don't think we did.
You had like 2 hours to move it out. And 2 days notice.
Anyways, so
But
I'll let you deal with that, and we're gonna get your hair, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can fire up that electric burner on the front porch and just boil some water. You
I'm
can.
good. I'm good.
I don't think we should do that if it's going to rain either.
At the end of the day, I'm not a water guy or city guy. So hard water in the city, yeah, that's all I know. But with respect to anything else, I don't know. So, Philip, I wish you luck. Okay, I don't.
Well, I'll be homeless soon, so I'm going to be living in this car. You see, that's why I got the sheet metal on my roof. I'm going to put sheet metal covers on all my windows, right?
How are you gonna do that?
By cutting it up and putting it in my windows.
Take the window out, or
No.
just put it over the top?
I basically, when I go to sleep in my car, when I'm homeless, I'm going to have sheet metal covers so these criminal terrorists can't shoot me with a gun while I'm sleeping.
Okay, well, there's one way around that. Turn the furnace on.
And inhale the poison?
Yeah, what poison?
I've just explained that like 10 times to these officers, man. I have video.
Is it venting outside? Is the furnace venting outside?
Well, the heat part is, like the gas part is. What do you mean?
That's all you need to know. If the gas furnace is venting outside, it's not venting into the house.
No. That's not the problem. The problem is I have plenty of videos of the sunlight shining through my front window and the dust particles reflecting and making it look like a snow globe in my house, right? Because that's what happens when I turn on the HVAC system. And
change the filters?
no, they change the filters and they put in these filters that aren't even paper. They're not even solid. They look like a spider web, right? And they let every speck of dust through.
Do you want me to look at it to say, hey, look, let's get our stuff together and get you a better filter? I'm happy to look at that. You want to prove that to me?
No. But
I had the same
no,
thing in my old house.
No, the problem is that because they put those filters in my furnace filter,
Right.
It shows intent that they want that dust to keep flowing
Right.
through into the air.
Right.
So that's their way of poisoning me.
Can you show me the filter so what I know you're saying is true, and they can go out and buy you the top of the line filter so that those dust particles are non-existent. That's a simple fix.
You know what?
Is that a simple fix or not?
I'd rather keep that furnace filter
Okay.
because it's evidence that they're fucking with me, right?
No, that's fine.
And I have
We're here to help. You.
I have
We're here
furnace
to help
filters.
you, and
I
wanna
have
a
furnace
look.
filters.
Can I? You have filters?
Yeah.
Well, then put them in.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about, man. It's not a problem for me to change the furnace filter.
Okay.
It's a legal problem because they're using the furnace to attack me, right? It's a something that's dealt with in court based on
But we're here to fix it for you in the meantime. That's what I'm saying.
just leave, man.
Okay, fair enough.
Just let all my shit get soaked with water and go eat your coffee and donuts. Go to Sing Hortons and get those Indians to, all those illegal immigrants to serve you some crack or whatever they serve. Fuck.